Hey guys, so get ready with me and also first impressions on some new Sephora makeup and also my testimony story. So first I have this Pharmacy Lip Smoothie and Apple. This came out in like May. Next up I have this Pharmacy Lip Mask and Apple. I noted this came out in like May. Doesn't really smell like apple. And okay, I kind of, ooh, okay. Like dug my finger like deep in there. Didn't know me do that. Whenever I like put it on like my finger, it does smell like apple. And it feels super nice too. I like this lip mask already. And I feel like it does give like a sheer tint. But yeah, this is the lip mask. The Glossier Priming Moisturizer Balance, but I heard a lot of people using this as just regular moisturizer. So that's what I'm gonna do. But now to the story time. So when I was 5 years old, I started masturbating, and I really didn't know like what I was doing. I just was doing it, and so I was masturbating for about 10 years of my life. I stopped like completely on August 31st, 2022. So since I've been 16, it's very good for me. So like as I'm rubbing it in, it feels super nice. Actually, I would love if this was like in the refrigerator, like in my like mini skincare fridge, so it could be like cooling in the morning. But I don't know if I'm supposed to put on there, so just in case, I'm not. It dried down super quickly. It doesn't really give me a dew like my other moisturizers that do. So far, I'm in love with this. Just for the sake of like signature oil test, I've been also trying out a new sunscreen, the Polish Choice Extra Care, like non-greasy, but I know for a fact this does not really produce extra oil, so I'm gonna go with this one today. So during my time of masturbating, I ended up getting a purity ring when I was 13. The initial reason is because I went to the sex ed class and I just didn't want AIDS. I know that sounds super silly, but it did get me into purity rings. And I forgot to mention that I've always grown up Christian. I go to church every Sunday, or pretty much every Sunday. If not, we'll just watch it online. But yeah, I grew up in a Christian household, so this was just always something I knew. But I was like, I'm into purity ring, but it was really hard for me because I didn't know like what I was supposed to do, like what my boundaries were. All I knew was no sex before marriage, because I mean, nowadays, I don't really know that many people that are saving themselves for marriage or that has a purity ring. And even then, this is it, by the way. And even then, like, no one told me, like, any stories about it, so I didn't really know where to go off of. And the Bible does not have, like, specific direction says, like, don't do this also before marriage. Like, do this and not that. Like, it just says, don't be sexually immoral, you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure it has something about premarital sex, like don't have sex outside of marriage. That's all it says. And so a lot of my understanding had to come from God and not the Bible. This is what I was most excited about. It took me forever to learn how to open it, so that's what the little like thingy in here is for. But they were right whenever it said that like you waste so much product. Like, oh my goodness. What's it called? I have to like puncture it like upside down. It's really not that bad of a waste. And also as far as like the smell goes, it smells like whenever you blow like a candle, like a birthday cake. Like, that like after like smoke scent, like that's what it smells like. To me it's not horrible, but yeah. I mean, it ended up using the majority of it on my finger, but yeah. Okay, so while this is drying, because you're supposed to let it dry, I'm going to continue my story. So while I had my purity ring at like 13, 14, and 15, I was still masturbating because I didn't really know that I shouldn't, especially like 13. Like, I was like searching up like daily, like, hey, like, can Christians masturbate? Like, is this a sin? Blah, 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 blah. And I just never really found a really good answer until I started talking to God myself. And even if I did find out it was a sin, I still did it at like 15. Like, I knew it was bad, but I was like, oh, it's not that bad. Until God had to show me something else. My life completely started to change, like, once I gave up masturbating. Like, I started to get super close to God. I started posting on YouTube again, like, just, like, Christian videos. And I still post on there, so if you guys can look at that up, let me know. Like, my life just really just, like, changed for the better. I saw so many good things come into my life, and so many, like, bad things just, like, exit. Like, it was amazing. My Fit Me Tinted Moisturizer. I've been using this stuff for almost a year, so I have like a pretty like good bit of product. But I'm about to actually move to the e.l.f. like CC cream, just because I feel like it'll be better for. Actually, I don't even know. I'm looking for like a BB cream or a CC cream good for oily skin, because I'm not a huge fan of foundation. But anyways, back to my story. So even though I had like stopped masturbating, I would have boyfriends, whatever, and I would get to, you know, third base with these boys. If you guys don't know what third base is, I'm just going to put it like on the screen somewhere, because I don't really like saying the word. But yeah. But I noticed that, like, whenever I officially stopped masturbating and then afterwards I would get to, like, third base, it didn't feel the same. Like, it was, like, completely different feeling. Like, it felt empty. I felt empty afterwards as well. New, this is just my Ren Beauty concealer, but I didn't know why I was feeling empty. And so the last time I went to third base, I was like, yeah, I should not be doing this. Like, it finally hit me. It was like, it took a while, but it finally hit me. It was like, yeah, like, this is not right. So what I did is I, like, as soon as I got home, like, I immediately, like, I took communion, y'all. Also, I forgot to mention that, like, the first time, no, like, whenever I officially stopped masturbating, I took communion, and those are the only 2 times I ever took communion at home. I was like, it just felt like a full-on like refresh. Like, I took a shower, I like exfoliated, like I feel like I physically needed to like get this like sin off of me, and then I spent some time with God. Like, I prayed, I wrote to Him, I really just like confessed, I repented, like all those things, and I was like, oh my gosh. And this is what God said to me. This also is new, which is my Pixie concealer. I meant bronzer. But He told me, He was like, why did you think that you could let someone else do your dirty work? He was like, you wanted to feel the pleasure, but without you being held accountable, and it doesn't work that way. And I was like, oh my gosh, you're so right. I was trying to let like other people do my dirty work so that I could still feel this pleasure, and for no reason. Like, it did not feel the same. Like, it like, no. I already set with my like Laura Mercier powder, and I put that wherever I put on concealer, and I'm about to put on my e.l.f. Putty blush, and yeah. Okay, this is new. It is the Mini Orgasm X blush. It's, oh my gosh, I haven't even swatched this. Look at that pretty like coral color. Oh my goodness, you guys. I'm just gonna set that. Ooh, that's very pigmented. Ooh, should not put that much. Oh my gosh, I look a clown right now. Hold up, let me blend this out. So this is new for me, at least. It's the Kaja highlight and shade 01 Toy Alien. I've been wanting this for a while. Yeah, it's like, oh, okay. Like, whenever I put it on, it doesn't look a lot, but then I look in like my other mirror and it looks like I have on highlight. So yeah, I know this is like a really like lighter highlight, but that's fine, because I'm not a big radiance girl. I don't know. This is the last new product. I just want to compare it to the regular one. Hold up. I bought this a few months ago, maybe like January, and look at that size difference. You can't even see the label anymore. It's how long I've had it, but yeah. Look at that. That is super good. It's not new. Y'all know how I feel about this. But this is the Kosas Slow Powder. So I'm about to spray. Get that second to dry, and then pat this and My mom was taking a smoothie downstairs, so if you guys can hear that, ignore that. But this is the finished look, and if you guys are struggling with any things I mentioned in this video, please do not be afraid to reach out. That's exactly why I posted this video, to help people like you guys that are struggling and help you with your journey closer to God. And until next time, my loves, bye.